You know what we gonna do?
What the f*** you talking about, Gunn? What are you talking about?
Is available by shuttle to Grand Central.
Shut your candy ass up. Can't stop me.
Authority bus terminal.
Come on. Nigga, f*** y'all niggas. Niggas think it's a game, huh? They got some f***ing joke?
Ain't no fighting scenes like Man of Steel, bro. I ain't see it yet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
She gonna be mad at me. She gonna be mad that I even did it. Like, cause this ain't me. But if I ain't get in front of it, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what niggas is trying to do. Like, that's why I had to do it. Like, I looked at the story. I looked at this, how this shit worded. This shit worded to like. This shit worded right. Like, y'all don't get it yet, but y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it though. Watch.
What's going on, you bitch-made ass niggas? You bitch-made ass bitches? You real ass niggas? You real ass bitches? Nigga, we back, nigga. Yes, episode motherfucking 55. Cracking the motherfucking 80's, nigga. You know what I mean? We in this bitch, nigga, like an unborn child, nigga. Remember those we in this bitch bars? Rappers used to say? We in this bitch, like, remember those?
Definitely a fab bar. That had to be a fab bar.
There was a fab. It was also Lil Wayne had a bunch of we in this bitch bars.
Yeah, he definitely did. That sound like legendary, Wayne for sure.
Legendary ones though.
Fab as well. Fab legendary too. You know what I mean? Fab. I want to take this time right now to shout out Fab. You know what I mean? Like, as a New York nigga, as a Brooklyn nigga, as a Queens nigga, man, I want to show some respect and some love to Fab right now. Fab, I don't think gets the credit he deserves for being as great as he is.
No, man, listen, he has one of the greatest mixtapes ever made to me, personally. So, you know, There's No Competition 1 is definitely like one of the most influential mixtapes of my life. And I think of Brooklyn's life. I mean, that shit was very monumental to the streets of Brooklyn when the time it came out.
Brooklyn
Soul Tape too.
I was gonna say Soul Tape for sure.
Yeah.
The second
definitely.
one.
Yeah. I mean, just even down to his clothing line, Rich Young, fucking the way he made Venny's seem like the most poppin' store in the fucking country. Shout out to Venny's, man. Shout out to Venny's. Shout out to Brooklyn Circuits.
Shout out to Venny's.
All from motherfucking his motherfucking work, man. Shout out to Fab, man.
Word, shout out to Fab.
Shout out to Fab. But this is cracking the 80's, man. Episode, what was that? 55?
55, nigga. 55, nigga. I'm trying to think of
Mutombo?
Here we go with the numbers again, man. Y'all got to pick, and I'm going to just agree, because I don't be knowing, son. I don't know off top like y'all do, man. Mutombo sounds right.
Mutombo. Yeah, Mutombo was 55, bro.
That sound right. This is the Mutombo episode, you heard?
Yeah, Mutombo, yeah, yep.
No.
Yes. Crack.
Legend.
Episode 55.
Time, but you're a legend.
They got dunked on mad time. He was the dunk on, like, spokesman.
Yeah, but you know what I realized? You're not playing defense if you don't get dunked on or crossed over.
And you playing against Shaq, nigga. Like, you gonna get dunked on. You playing against Big Diesel.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's a fact. Shit, we see the best of them get dunked on, but for whatever reason, you know why? I was gonna say for whatever reason people make it out to be a negative thing. It's the image of it. You know, that image, they call it a poster for a reason. You end up eternalized on a dunk picture, and you on the opposite side of that shit. So I can see how you don't ever want to end up in that position. But shout out to Mutombo, man. Damn, actually, shout out to Mutombo even more. We haven't followed up. I don't remember how that story followed up, and not to start the pod off sad. Remember, he was going through some things. So prayers and love to Mutombo, man. Shout out to Mutombo. This is episode 55. And we back, baby. We back, bitch. We back. Episode 55, cracking the 80's, man. Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody. It's your neighborhood's favorite podcast, Cracking the 80's. We are back. The guys are all here. Drugs is here. Mars is here. 5-2. I'm here. I'm him. We here. We back for another special episode for the people, man. If it's your first time listening to the show, hey, welcome to the show, man. Nice to have you. Nice to welcome you to our homes, wherever you're listening to this from. The home, your home, when and wherever you're listening to. Because I know a lot of people don't listen to this shit when it comes out Monday morning. A lot of people don't hit me till like Friday afternoon. Like, yo, I just listened to the pod. And we appreciate it whenever you listen to it. So shout out to y'all. If this is your last time listening,
get on time watching it. We drop Monday. Y'all niggas need to bump on Monday, man. Fuck all that, man.
You need to bump out Monday at 7. We drop at 8. Bump it at 7.
Word. Fuck that Friday shit. Y'all niggas is bugging the fuck out with that one.
What you waiting
bump
for?
That shit on Monday, man. Yeah, what y'all niggas waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Because we them type of niggas. We them type of niggas that, you know what I'm saying, slap the shit out you and make you listen to the podcast. That's us. Mm-hmm. That's how we give it up. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
We from that.
All day, nigga.
All day, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
All day, nigga. How much you niggas ball all day, nigga?
I need that bread back the same day. As soon as we give y'all this package, we need that bread back the same day. We can't wait till Friday.
Nah, real talk. Even exchange, man. We can't be sitting around waiting for...
We fronting y'all work and y'all niggas is playing with the money.
What Tariq said? Man, this nigga play games. I hate that shit.
Tariq Coleon, one of his great line.
All right. Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Moving on. Let them know what they could do if this they last time listening. Mars told y'all niggas, man.
Get the fuck off the block for niggas boom at you.
Don't get boomed at, man.
Straight to the point. It ain't no clear sample. That sample shit over. That's 1981, nigga. The bricks is in town, nigga. We ain't fucking around, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
The bricks has touched down, nigga.
The bricks is touched down. We ain't fucking around. It rhymes, so you know it's real.
Nah, real talk.
Wu-Tang, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Another great episode for them today, man. Off the top, I want to shout out the young God, Hove. Shout out to J Hove, you know what I mean? This is episode... Oh, wait. You just mentioned this is season 2, 1981. I don't know if you know, fellas, but we have been renewed for season 3 already.
Yeah.
Get some applause for that out this bitch.
Nigga Biden, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his due diligence. You know what I'm saying? After that little weak ass stand-up comedy shit he did at his press conference the other day. You know what I'm saying? He called my phone. He was like, listen, you know, I'm sorry about not saying them other jokes. I should have did that. So, for, you know, my apologies.
Biden called like, hey, Mars, I'm sorry about the, I should have said the N-word joke, but
I'm not going to mimic the guy. Okay, he cuts our checks.
You're right. You know
what I'm saying?
My bad, Joe. We did it, Joe.
He's going to find that funny. But he called me. He let me know, hey, season 3 is in motion. You know, so hopefully we could have the same conversation for season 4. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be some epic shit.
Epic shit, man. Season 3 renewed already.
Nigga.
Already. And shout out to Hove, what I originally started this with. Put up a new clip recently from last pod, and shit, that motherfucker rocketed to our 3rd best clip of all time. So shit. In a short week, you know what I mean?
Short week.
We just had our first 10K plus view month. 10K in a short month, you know what I mean? Something light. The podcast is out here, man. Get some applause for that, man. If y'all listening, clap it up for us, man. Fuck. We out here killing it, man. We killing it. New high score on niggas. But where y'all want to start this week, man? Where y'all want to start, man? Shout out to the Crack Rock La Familia. We love y'all, man. We here for y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the crackheads, man. All the crackheads out there. We know how much y'all support the pod. Without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do this, man.
Real talk.
Shout out to y'all. But let's see what we could start with, man. How was y'all weeks, man? Let's start with our weeks. How y'all weeks go, man? Anything interesting happen to y'all? Y'all see anything cool?
My week was pretty chill.
Right.
Work and home. That's it. Regular degular shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. Regular degular. What about you, Drugs? You say your shit was cool too?
Yep. You know, took a lot of time to, you know, inhale, exhale.
Inhale. Well, no, I'm breathe in, breathe out, breathe. I was about to start singing the wrong Fat Man Scoop record. Breathe in, breathe out. Burn. That's Kanye, ain't it?
Is his name Fat Man Scoop because the Fat Man scoops a lot of chicken in his stomach?
Yo, that's crazy.
That was bad, bro. That was That was
I
awful.
never thought of it, but that was bad though.
Awful, bro.
Catman Scoops ice cream.
If you would have went with ice cream, maybe it would have been a bit better. But the chicken part, that's what threw me off. I ain't never scooped chicken once.
He
Yeah.
scoops it in his stomach. He's Fat Man Scoop in his stomach.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Dreamville Fest was over this last weekend. So Dreamville Fest occurred over the weekend. J. Cole and Drizzy Drake headlined.
Hey.
We had our crack in the 80s correspondent on the street out there. Mark was out there, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homie, producer of the show. I heard they was out there, man. I heard the show was amazing. It looked amazing. From all the footage I seen, looked fire. I heard they was out there though, fellas. They was out there, man.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to J. Cole, the J. Coleians. You know what I'm saying?
He's in the position right now you know what I mean? His festival can go down as like a new Coachella type shit. Cause you gotta think, Drake has never done any other festival. Ever.
Right.
He's not a festival act. So for him, you know what I mean? This is his homie. Of course, him and J. Cole, cool. As much as we wanted them to battle or do whatever we wanted to see them do in hip hop from back in the days, they didn't do that and they decided to be cool. And look where it turned it up to. Like, we got two of the greatest niggas in hip hop history headlining the festival together. Like, I don't think we'll ever see shit like that from an actual festival. So for Cole to be able to pull that off, that shit is important. So that shit is kind of legendary shit.
Yeah. I think all of them like kind of have like they own like festival things going. I think all of them like legendary in their own way though.
Not facts. Of course, you know, Drizzy got his OVO Fest. That's a
Right.
whole different thing, you know what I mean? He got people flying into a different country for that.
Yeah.
That's different on its own.
I think Boozy got something too.
Who?
Boozy.
Boosie. Okay. Shout out to Boosie. What
Boosie.
Boosie got?
Uh,
Boosie Fest?
I'm not really sure what it's called, but I think I'm not really sure. Got fact check.
Shout out to Boosie. I know Weezy got Louisiana Fest.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, specifically more on the Dreamville though. I think Cole is at the level in success and in the game. And he's still not a young act in the game, but he's of the youth, I would say, in terms of historically within hip hop. I think the OGs still consider him like the new guy in terms of, oh, you the new legend type shit. So for him to have a festival like this, and I mean 2-day festival, April 1st and April 2nd, shit means a lot, man. Like for him to pull this off in Raleigh, you know what I mean, where he's from, or close to where he's from Fayetteville. Raleigh isn't that big of a city. You know what I mean? Like, even the festival grounds, I heard, doesn't hold as many people as like a Rolling Loud or a Coachella would. So, shout out to Cole for pulling this off. You know what I mean? Drake was headlining. He brought out some special guests. Y'all seen any of the footage? He brought out Weezy. That shit with the Weezy guest was fire. Like, he just came out on some.
Yeah.
Like he was just chilling, like he was supposed to be there type shit. Like y'all niggas knew I was gonna be here. What up? I'm Lil Wayne.
I saw a clip of that, and I saw the clip of the Uzi.
Yeah, I don't think I seen any Uzi clips. Oh no, I'm tripping. I did. Drake brought him out, and he did Just Wanna Rock. You know he gonna perform that wherever he get a chance to.
All right.
That boy Uzi is working hard right now. Shout out to Cole, shout out to Drizzy, shout out to Dreamville Fest. It looks successful. I want to go to that shit eventually, man. I think next year I'm gonna try to plan.
Man,
you know what that show? That show was missing some Travis Scott.
We still talking about Travis Scott, bro.
And it was also missing a surprise guest appearance from the one and the only Tariq Coleon. All right, next subject.
Bruh.
Travis Scott can only perform overseas right now. I don't know when he'll be able to like make his grand return back to the States and drop the album.
He was in the States performing the other day.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. You just mentioned festival style. Like he can't do nothing, no big money. Like, 'cause you gotta think these festivals are big business. These niggas is getting big bags from this shit. And
it was at Rolling Loud a month ago.
he gonna be at Rolling Loud Portugal soon. Wait, was he at Rolling Loud? I don't know how accurate that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video right now.
Oh, okay. Wait, which one was that? LA or some shit?
Yeah, California. He back in the mix.
I don't think so though.
Listen, man.
I want the brother to be, but
Listen, I was gonna say a comment, but I'm not gonna say the comment.
yeah, I mean, shout out to La Flame. Straight up.
Now I heard the Dreamville shit was where it was at though. I heard it was a very successful event.
Yeah, it did look fire. I mean, in the same vein of that, we talking about Uzi. WrestleMania was this weekend as well. Uzi performed at that, the same record. I think it was the next day, either the same day or the next day. It was because WrestleMania and Dreamville Fest was the same weekend.
Right.
My man Uzi went from North Carolina. Where was WrestleMania?
Vegas.
This year? My man went from the East Coast to the West Coast. Did you see any WrestleMania footage? Oh, it was at SoFi. Yeah, that was definitely, man. That shit was in Inglewood.
I saw Rey Mysterio versus his son, which was weird because Cinnamon Toast.
You said what? Your shit cut off or something, bro. Yo,
Yeah, they got him.
yeah, they might have got him, bro. Damn.
What the hell?
I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo, fight them niggas, son. Fight them, bro.
I'm good. I'm back. Yo, but peep this though. Yeah, Rey Mysterio versus his son, like I said, which was sponsored by fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So it was weird because the panel around the ring was Cinnamon Toast Crunch shit. So it kind of killed all the animosity that was supposed to be had with him and his son.
Wait, Rey Mysterio has a son?
Yeah, Dominic
Mysterio?
Yeah.
You gotta put me on. Like I'm very far removed from WWE now, bro. Like I don't know anything.
Remember the little nigga that him and Eddie Guerrero had the ladder match for, the custody battle for years ago?
Nope.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Hell no. Eddie Guerrero, that was years ago. That was high school.
One of the greatest storylines in wrestling history. And Eddie Guerrero won the custody of his son. I'm your poppy now. Great shit.
I forgot about that. But okay, so and this is his real kid or this is his kid?
This is real. This is real kid. This is real.
Wow.
Dominic's his real son. Yeah.
Fire. But okay. So they had a match.
Yeah, Dominic is heel, so he's like the bad guy in the situation.
Got it.
Yeah. He's the heel. So you know, Rey Mysterio ended up winning. Dominic tried to do some cheating shit, but got 619. He actually threw water on his sister too. His sister and his mother was in the crowd. He threw water on his sister. Bitch, it's crazy. So I saw that one. I saw the women's title championship match, which was pretty good. So he got fucking suplex from the top rope. That was pretty insane. That's really also. I saw a few other highlights of other matches, but that was really it.
That was the main. Were there any like standout, not matches, but you know, wrestling now and
Snoop Dogg coming in the ring, punching the Miz and hit people's elbow on him. That was pretty funny. That was hilarious.
I did see that. I did hear that was actually like improv in a way because Shane actually fucked his
leg up. Yeah, he fucked his foot up. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, yo. So see, that's fire.
So see, shout out to Snoop for doing that at the drop of a dime. Like, quick came in the ring, popped on him, boop. It's like,
That's Snoop, bro.
That shit was funny, son.
Snoop complete. He really like threw a punch at that nigga too.
Yeah, that shit was funny, son. That shit was hilarious shit.
Snoop out here completing side missions like he on GTA.
Yo, the nigga went to the ropes. He's running to the. You know, you do the people's elbow. You gotta run to both the ropes. He ran to the ropes. Mad fragile. Like he ain't wanna, cause that nigga skinny, so he'd have ran to the ropes, put his back against the ring, fuck around.
That nigga old as hell, bro. That nigga Snoop like damn near 60.
Listen, if Ric Flair can wrestle, so can Snoop Dogg.
Snoop ain't on roids though.
Ric Flair's not on roids. If Ric Flair has a one steroid, he might have a heart attack and die.
Ric Flair drip go ooh on a bitch. Ric Flair's a legend, nah man. Like I seen a picture with him. Like I think it was him, Offset, a couple other niggas at like Fashion Week or something. That shit was fire. But WrestleMania, shout out to WrestleMania. I got to get back into the whole vibe of wrestling and shit. Like I've been too far removed for way too long, man. I know Roman Reigns. I don't know if you mentioned that he won again. Correct?
Yeah, it was a 2-night event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was Saturday and Sunday.
Has that ever happened before?
I think it has before. I'm not sure. This was the first WrestleMania I took into in a while long. I mean, I have Peacock now, so I just get to watch it whenever.
Hey yo,
Pause.
That's kind of wild, bro.
Yeah.
I just call that shit. I don't even call it. They be like, yo, you got that? I be like, yeah, I got that app. You know the one.
You got the AO app.
Hey yo, and that's funny. That's funny. I'm looking into this UFC WWE merger just to kind of, UFC and WWE is going to be merging. I really was trying to read the article before we potted and shit just to get some information about it. So apparently it's a merger, but it's more so on the business aspect of niggas is just going to be putting together their resources to make a better product for both, but nothing is actually being combined. You're not going to see any wrestlers in a UFC octagon or vice versa. You ain't gonna see John Jones picking up a steel chair and shit. But they did say you're gonna see like cross promotion, so you might see a commercial with a UFC fighter and a wrestler or some shit, or they basically trying to make the brand a little bit bigger. But I think do you think it's gonna have any harm on each?
Nah, it's probably just gonna be
platform?
bigger events, bigger. I think it's more along the lines of helping UFC because I feel like when WWE doesn't need the help, UFC maybe might as far as like just having venues and this and that. You know what I'm saying? If they're under a different umbrella, you know what I mean? They can get better venues.
That's wild because I see what you mean though. Because the infrastructure, in terms of infrastructure, like maybe there isn't just many arenas that
Can host those UFC events.
Have deals in place.
Yeah, or the events that they have, it may not be big enough to suit the people that actually want to come to the events. So, like I said, they just need bigger fucking venues. So who can give them bigger fucking venues? WWE.
I see. That's what I thought, right? But I started reading the article, and they said the UFC was valued at more than the WWE was. So
I don't believe that.
I'm looking right here. It says Endeavor, which is the UFC's parent company, announced Monday it will be acquiring WWE's pro wrestling brand, and the UFC's MMA company will be combined into one publicly traded company. The deal values the UFC at $12.1 billion and the WWE at $9.3.
Oh, okay.
Making the valuation of the new entity $21.4 billion. But what I was getting at, like, I didn't really think that they were much, because 12 and 9, 9.3 and 12.1, that's just, what, 3 billion off. It's a lot, but I was expecting the difference to be a lot larger because we hear more about
it may make
UFC
more money
fights. Yeah, they'll probably make more fights.
They probably make more money. More money, yeah, but as far as popularity goes, they're not bigger than the WWE.
Yeah, that is why. Isn't that kind of like not confusing? But wouldn't you think it would be the opposite? Like if something's more popular, you're expected to make more money. That's like saying Drake's more popular than I don't know, Young Nudie, but Young Nudie make more bread than him. Like that don't make sense.
The best comparison would be Drake to ESPN. You know, ESPN. Drake does have more money than ESPN, right?
But true,
Drake is
as
more
a
popular.
corporation. Okay, that's actually a pretty good. I actually like that comparison because that makes sense. That makes sense because Drake is an individual. ESPN covers sports,
right?
So it makes sense why that would be. Actually, that makes. Wow, nigga, you came up with that off the top. That was that
was brand new. That was fresh out the box. Right, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mommy rolling her body, got every man in here wishing, sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's a freaking weekend, baby. About to have me some fun.
You're gonna have some fun for sure. That's what's up. But
shout out, but not shout out to R. Kelly.
Shout out to AI R. Kelly. I could shout him out.
AI R. Kelly. I like that. R. Kelly with the braids out of nowhere.
AI R. Kelly. It was a nigga in our comments the other day on
I thought
YouTube
you
talking
said
about
Allen
that.
Iverson. I thought you meant Allen Iverson because he had braids.
Oh, no,
You meant AI
AI.
like computer.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah.
Oh,
Robot. Like Craig.
Oh, damn.
1738. I mean, since we was talking about, we mentioned ESPN Drizzy. Y'all heard the new Drizzy record?
I did. I wish I didn't.
You say you wish you didn't.
Wish I
Searching.
didn't.
Come on, buddy. Drugs. I know Drugs heard the record.
I searched for it and I regret it. That should be the name of the song. Search and regret.
Oh no. I need someone to be patient with me. Someone that make money when I take it from me. Man, Drizzy out here spitting niggas' livelihoods, bro. Drake. This is one thing I figured out about Drake. As long as Drizzy has been out, right? Top of the game for as long as he has been up there. Shout out to my nigga Binks. Not even Binks, because I don't think that's how his name is pronounced. It's BYNX. You know what I mean? Yeet's producer. Shout out to Yeet. He's one of the producers on this record, Search and Rescue by Drizzy. One thing I realized is Drake is still getting hate that he got 10 years ago today, which is fucking crazy. Remember the hate Drake would get 10 years, 12 years ago when he was like fresh, new? Niggas would say, oh, yo, he corny, he this, he that, he whatever people would say back then. I think we've lived long enough to see people say the things that they said about him those days now. Like, we've gotten to the point where the hate for Drake has been recycled from last decade to this decade, and niggas are still using the same things to try to discredit him. Yo, he's corny. Yo, that song, yo, he talk about the bitches. That's how you know you one of them niggas, man. You've been around for so long, you can make music and be at the top. People think you great, people think you shitty, and then come back around 10 years later and they got the same hate. That means people have aged. You got new generations of people that are saying the same thing that they were saying back in the day. It's kind of elite that you could be around for that long and be at the top for so long to get the same hate that you got for that back then. That's kind of crazy. But I thought the record was pretty cool, man. I fuck with it. I mean, it was just a throwaway record. You know, Drake put out Lucy's. Drake is a superstar artist that throws out Lucy's like this. We don't get this from Kendrick or Cole or these niggas. Just Cole maybe, but it's usually tied to something else. Drizzy will just throw out a record with a producer that you don't really expect him to work with, and now this producer is like, yo, this nigga Drake changed my life, bro. The producer Binks, I remember I seen a post him talking about, yo, I used to, similar to what I do, look how I come around. Like, I'll put an acapella on a beat I made. He was saying, like, yo, I remember making a beat back in the days and putting Drake vocals on them, and look how it comes around. I got a record with him. I don't know. I think the record's pretty cool. Kim Kardashian is sampled on it. What you think about that? Nigga putting Kim on the record?
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know how to feel about it either. It made me think about just sampling women in general in your music. You know what I mean? I've done it before. Drake is like the king of this shit. Drake is so much the king of this shit that he's gotten sued before. You know what I mean? Famously, the case about the Marvin's Room record and the sample that's on the hook. Are you drunk right now? Like, he didn't get that cleared with Shorty, whoever is supposed to be like his ex. He didn't get it cleared with Shorty. It made me think, like, would you ever, let's say you with a Shorty or somebody you was with in the past, and you just so happen to have some content, a vocal that she might have left you in a voice message that just happened to fit on your record, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna add that on there. And then the record blows up and you make millions from it, and then she sues you saying, hey, I didn't give you permission to use that. How do you feel about paying your ex-girl or an ex that you was with to use her voice on your, like, Billboard charting record? Would you do it, or would you be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take her shit off of there?
I'm taking it broad off.
I feel you. Like, I'll probably do the same thing. Like, fuck that. Hell no. You ain't gonna get up. You don't getting known off me. Fuck that,
Yeah,
bitch.
you ain't getting no love from me, you fucking whore. Fuck you. You bad because I made you pop? Nobody even know you existed till my song came out. How dare you?
But it's her
Fraud.
voice, though. She
Yeah,
does
well,
have claims to it. It's trash and corny, but it's like, hey, it's her shit.
yeah, it is. It's my shit though. You sent it to me. So yeah, it's your voice, but it's my message, bitch. How about those apples and pies?
Oh,
Fuck
man.
you.
That's funny, son. That's funny. That's for real fucking funny. Let's see what else we got. I don't know where to go from here. Like I said, we got serious topics, we got fun topics. I don't know where I want to pause, jump in at it. I mean, don't
Jumping
win.
at his paws?
I mean, kind of. You tell a nigga, I don't know where you want to jump in at. It kind of sound crazy. Sound a little bit crazy. You know what I mean?
A little bit, not too much.
It's a little bit. Let's see what we got here. We got. Let's see. I need someone to express my love. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just get into. So, I went and seen Air over the week.
Okay.
I went to go see, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon's new movie,
Mm-hmm.
Air. The story
Directed by Ben himself.
directed by Ben himself. The story of Nike and Phil Knight in their early days trying to go out and sign Michael Jordan, which eventually led them to building their business and Michael Jordan also becoming one of the greatest basketball, if not the greatest basketball player ever to play the game. The movie was fucking amazing, man. I think I might have to rework my list that I made last week, and I'm glad I said that the list is fluid. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. The list is very fluid. It changes as we go. The list changes. It's not definite. It doesn't stay in one place. So I might have to add Matt Damon onto my list because Ben isn't really in this movie that much. Keeping it a buck, he is of course he plays Phil Knight. He's the main lead. Well, not even the main lead in the movie. He's the main focal point of the movie, I should say, outside of MJ. But Matt Damon and Chris Tucker, Chris Tucker, Jason Bateman are the three guys that the movie is revolved around.
Nice.
More so Matt Damon because it's his story that's being told. I forget the gentleman he plays, Sonny. Let's see. He plays Sonny Vaccaro. Matt Damon plays Sonny Vaccaro, who is, I believe he's a friend of Phil Knight, who is played by Ben Affleck. So we don't see Ben as often as we see Matt because the story is following Matt's, his situation, and Phil is the guy he's reporting to. So really good movie, man. I can't spoil it because we know how it turns out. We know what ends up happening. But the movie, man, Chris Tucker is that dude. He is, of course, he is tasked with being the comedic relief in the movie. And he does beyond a great job at that shit, man. Like, he's hilarious in it. He's one of the first people you see in the movie. First 5 minutes of the movie, you see Matt Damon and him. And from the rip, he's just busting off jokes, bro. Like, ha, 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 ha. Every line he has is fucking funny. That's great. Jason Bateman plays like the marketing guy for Nike early on. They do a good job of tying in reality and humanity in terms of having a family, having your life as a married man with a family, and also as the single guy being Sonny. Sonny is the single man taking risk and wanting to do all of these wild things. Meanwhile, Jason Bateman's character he has a family, so he can't really be on it like that. He would want to, but he can't. He he has somebody else that depends on him. But it was a really good movie, man. Of course, Viola Davis did really well in her role. She's like another standout supporting actor. She's only in the scenes, of course, when MJ, or who's supposed to be MJ, is around because she plays his mom. We don't ever see MJ in a movie. We see like whoever is supposed to be playing him. We see like the back of his head and shit. Like, we hear a voice, but they did a really good job in showing that this gentleman here is supposed to be MJ, but not showing his face, so you to be like, that's not MJ. You know what I mean? You know how those movies is. If you see the nigga face, you just automatically now are on the opposite side of like, all right, this is trash. But you don't see his face, you can suspend your disbelief a little bit. Really good movie though. I appreciated it. I definitely recommend it. I would say go check that shit out, man. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon don't miss. And if you enjoy the story of how Jordans came to be, how Michael Jordan's mom made it a point to make sure he got a piece of every sale of every sneaker that was sold. They show you the little back and forth of the bidding war for Jordan between Converse, Adidas, and Nike. Nike at the time being the smallest percentage. Yeah, man. I mean, Viola Davis, of course, she plays a good role. They do a really good job in showing the bidding war between Nike, Adidas, and Converse at the time. You got to remember, Nike wasn't who they are at who they are now. They weren't them back then in the
It definitely
80s.
wasn't. Converse and Adidas was.
Converse, I think they said took 56% of basketball representation in footwear. Converse represented 56%. Adidas was like another percentage, and Nike was like at the bottom with 17%.
Damn.
They were a running shoe company. Like they had Arthur Ashe, they had Rob Kardashian. No, not Rob Kardashian. That's the other dad. They had Bruce Jenner when he was, as in the Olympics.
Right.
That's where Nike got their acclaim back then because of the Olympics. They had all the athletes that were doing track and field, just that type of athleisure. That's how Nike got their name. They weren't really into basketball yet. In sports, Adidas had that shit. And then, of course, Adidas, Run DMC, the music and everything, they were just getting popular. It's pretty cool. And then they showed how single-handedly Michael Jordan alone brought Nike from being third to being number one and changing the game and changing history forever as a basketball player, as a sneaker company. And I ain't gonna front, I fuck with LeBron and I say LeBron's the GOAT, but just watching that is always a good reminder to just let you remember who Jordan was and what he actually meant to the game.
Did they show Jordan in the movie?
That's what I was saying. They didn't show Jordan, but they showed at the end, of course, you can't use too much Jordan footage because he owns the right to it. They had footage of him at the end of the movie, toward the end, but the character who plays Jordan, we don't ever see him, and we don't ever actually get to see dialogue between him in terms of, yo, I'm speaking to Jordan right now. They do a really good job of alluding that fact, though. Like I said, when they first pull up, when Matt Damon, Sonny Vaccaro pulls up to his house, Viola Davis is there being his mom and the dad. I forget who plays the dad. Let me actually pull it up now so I can give my man some props. And they're giving me his actual dad's name, so never mind. They basically just show, they kind of make him like a mythical creature in a way. Matt Damon pulls up and he's like, yo, is he here right now? And the mama's like, yeah, he's here, but you don't have any purpose of talking to him right now. Like, you can talk to me. And then at the end, when he's going to all of the meetings with the different corporations, he's going with Converse, Adidas. They're showing like the back of his head. But it's mostly revolved around Matt Damon's character and the parents because he's trying to, he's trying to get them to sign. And they make it a point to show that the mom is the one that's in charge. You know what I mean? She's the one who's calling the shots.
They gave him the Wizard Kelly treatment.
Yeah, basically. Really good movie though, man. Y'all should go check that shit out. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Jason Bateman, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker really makes the movie really good, man. He adds that comedic value to it that without him, it would be a completely different movie. He gives you that sense of, all right, this is not a serious movie, but it's not funny either. I'm gonna give you the nice balance of both in between.
Nice.
Really, really good movie, man. I say y'all go check that shit out. Go check that shit out. I think we're good. I think he muted his mic. Nigga was snoring on this bitch, brody. Let's get into your James Gunn rant, bro.
Oh man, well the other day he had posted something about Guardians on Twitter, and somebody came on and commented. This is all I think this is all planned. I think James Gunn has a bunch of burner accounts on Twitter, and he says toxic shit through the burners accounts, and he replied back to it himself. So yeah, to try to make try to push a narrative.
Yeah.
So some random page comments that I miss Henry Cavill when he goes, he still exists. So you're trying to be funny. You're obviously trying to be funny. And you're salty because of the fact that the Russo brothers have this podcast coming up and they didn't invite your ass. And you've actually worked on a film with them. Infinity War. You shot all your Guardian scenes.
Who are the Russo brothers?
The Russo brothers are the directors of Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Great directors. I mean, they brought Marvel back from the dead at a time. Like those 4 films stand out. That are arguably the greatest Marvel films of all time. So
Winter Soldier for sure. Your mic getting kind of crunchy. Winter Soldier for sure is probably outside of the End Games and Avengers movies. Winter Soldier, you know what I mean? That's
a fact. It's the best. It's the best.
One of the best for sure.
It's the best. I don't think any
so what this fuck nigga James Gunn was talking about now?
He's just a funny nigga on Twitter. That's it, man. That's it. He, he's promoting his Marvel movie at the same time he's running fucking DC. So he's on press tour right now for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Which is like just fucking crazy to me that they hired him while he still has a fucking Marvel film in the works. This is just like blasphemy. He also came out and said that there's a crossover, that he talked to, Warner Brothers about a crossover with Marvel and DC, which is just like, you think Kevin Feige's not going to give you a fucking crossover yet. He still has to do the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. You really are fucking reaching right now. You're trying to just conjure up some type of attention because nobody gives a fuck about what the hell you got going on. Then leaks came out about Superman Legacy, and he's doing a young Superman, a 19-year-old Superman, and the villain is Lex Luthor. So you're really going Superman Returns. You're really going Brandon Routh, Superman's Return on niggas. You come out and say Superman is a big galoot. He doesn't hurt anybody.
Big galoot is such a... He said that verbatim?
Yes.
I guess that's funny.
You never heard me say big galoot before.
I'm about to say, I don't think my nigga Mars was gonna say.
No, I didn't know what that word was until he said it. I said big galoot.
That's some shit that they were saying the Flintstones.
Right.
Oh, you big galoot.
This nigga's fucking crazy, bro. So, just... Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, DC's in the gutter. Then it comes out right now that they're actually being sued. Warner Brothers is being sued right now for lying about the numbers for their films.
Oh, shit.
Let me see if I can find it.
Let me pull it up. You said Warner Brothers?
Yeah, Discovery is being sued. They're actually under investigation right now by the feds.
Scream man, pull it up.
Yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery merger under fire from lawmakers asking Justice Department to revisit deal.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Getting kind of spooky.
Yeah, they lied, nigga. They lying about these numbers, bro. They lying about. They're using third-party companies to put out numbers for the results of how much their films have streamed and shit like that. But they're not putting them out themselves. They have yet to release the numbers on Zack Snyder's Justice League. They have yet to put the numbers out. But they can't do it because they know it's fucking astronomical and it smokes everything that they've ever put on the fucking streaming service. So they don't want to look bad. They don't want to look. The people at DC Films and Warner Brothers, they're still there. The people who fucking got fired, they had their young balls still there. In the words of a Philly nigga, they had the young balls still in the building. Yeah. So they're just carrying out the fucking orders these fucking assholes is doing. Shout out to my boy Skywalker and my son Leon. The sell Zack Snyder Justice League, the Netflix crew. Yeah. I was talking to them yesterday in the Spaces, and I was letting them know, like, this movement that we have going on is really good, but it's also really fucking embarrassing for Warner Brothers. Imagine being a company, right? And you have a bunch of fans boycotting you and telling another studio to buy an IP from you guys. That's embarrassing. Do you imagine if motherfuckers boycotted and told Nintendo to sell Mario?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And like forcing you, like trying to force your hand, like, yo, nigga, you're not doing nothing.
We're not supporting nothing. We're not supporting nothing you guys are doing. Your films are doing horribly at the box office. They tried to hype up this Blue Beetle shit. Ain't nobody, and then all these fucking trades and content creators that, comic book content creators who are so fucking cringeworthy. Oh my God. If I show you some of these niggas, you'll want to punch them in the
I've
face.
seen them, bro. I've seen them on
Oh,
IGN. That shit is kind of like.
oh my God. But all of these trades are telling you to go and at the end of like they promote Blue Beetle, they go, this is a very important film, guys. So show up. So show up. That's your
trying to
best.
get you hype.
Yeah, no, they're trying to get us in the seats because nigga, Shazam didn't even cross 150 million worldwide at the box office.
Million?
Facts.
My God. Zachary Levi, you fucking bum.
Facts. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. Blue Beetle's doing 80 million worldwide.
Did you see the trailer?
I wish I didn't.
I seen it in the fucking bar the other day.
Flash may crack 400, if that. It's not gonna do too much. These people don't care. People are hip. People want the Justice League versus, and I was telling them this in the spaces the other day. I said, listen, bro, the climate of the comic book movie genre, they tried to like agree to disagree with me. But I said, listen, bro, you may think that is false or this is my opinion, but it's a fact. People don't care about origin stories anymore. They don't care. They don't care.
Not if you're giving me the origin story as the first introduction, bro. Like, I need to at least get hype about something.
We're at that, bro. We literally seen Thanos fight the Avengers twice. We saw 3 different Spider-Man on screen together. Who gives a fuck about a solo movie?
That Flash looks all right. I seen the Air
But they had to add a whole bunch of bullshit to get it hype. They got Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. They got Zod.
Yeah,
they got Supergirl. Yeah. They have to do all. They have 3 Flashes. It's 3 Flashes. It's the 2 Barry Allens and there's an evil Barry Allen. But it may not be an evil Barry Allen. It may just be that one Barry Allen that with the long hair. He's the evil one. Right.
I mean,
I agree. Flash movie. Instead of having a Flash movie about him going against Captain Boomerang or Mirror Man or, you could just do a reverse Flash. You got a whole fucking event film, which is going to bomb. It's going to tank. They put too much money into this movie. It's not going to do well at the box office. Then they came out the other day and said that the Batman was a success because they got $177 million in profit from the movie. Really? That's a success? That's your success.
So when I went to see when I seen Air the other day, they had a new updated version of the Flash. I think it might have been like a theatrical extended trailer because it was what we seen like when we watched it on YouTube and shit. It was just extra scenes that they added onto it. I'm not gonna lie, man, it looks good. I want to see it. Michael Shannon's in it. Zod, I fuck with him. So that's. I see what you mean. I'm agreeing with you in terms of they added all this extra shit to make you want to go watch it, but it may not mean the movie is great.
Nope.
But I'm tuned in though. I'm gonna go check it out. Nope. At the very least, you know what I'm saying. At the very least, I'll go give it a shot.
I'm not falling for that shit. You think I'm falling for that stupid ass? The trailer's good. It could be epic. Everybody was on Twitter hyping up the Blue Beetle movie. That shit's gonna do $100 million at the box office worldwide. Nobody cares. People don't care. People want to see. You literally seen a Justice League stare down Darkseid, and these gun. I can't call. I'm trying to mix cultists with gunners at the same time. But these gun dick riders, they have. You should see it. It's crazy. They hate Zack so much that they start calling Darkseid a boring villain. Darkseid's boring. We need somebody new. We need the Legion of Doom. What about other DC villains?
Why Legion of Doom would be fire though. I'm not gonna.
It would be. But
I love Darkseid, but the Legion of Doom. That shit would be fire, nigga. What? You got Black Manta up there, nigga.
It would be.
Chitara. Nigga, what? Nah, that
Darkseid is no joke.
We'll never get that.
Darkseid is no joke.
Darkseid is bigger than the Legion of Doom, but it's the Legion of Doom, no.
But it is Legion of Doom, but Zack Snyder's team would fuck the Legion of Doom up. His superheroes are too OP. They have to fight Darkseid.
I want to see Chitara. Motherfucking. I want to see a Justice League movie like that, nigga. Like how they did the Avengers when they had the auxiliary character. I want to see Apache Chief, nigga. I want to see all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see just fucking Cyborg. Don't get me started. But I want to see the old.
Zach's version was based with the New 52 run, which is a comic book run that had that team. Like his team was based off the New 52 run from Jeff Johns' run, who was actually working with Zach on the film, but actually was sidelining Zach, giving Kevin Feige all his information. Because I told Drugs this shit a few weeks ago. Because me and Drugs talk. We talk about bitches. We talk about superheroes. You hear me?
Yeah, you good.
I said, me and Drugs talk. We talk about bitches. We talk about superheroes. We talk about video games. Sometimes we were talking about just electronics. Yeah, you got the new outlet that came out? Yeah, I got the new outlet that came out.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Drugs about this new USB that's coming out.
Right.
I was talking to him about that.
But I was telling him, I don't know if these people know this, but a few years ago, before Infinity War came out, there was a huge, huge Marvel leak. And it had the breakdown of Avengers 3, Infinity War, and 4, which is going to be called Infinity Gauntlet. Now, for those who don't believe me that it was going to be called Infinity Gauntlet, you can look up an interview with Zoe Saldana doing press for, I forgot what movie she was doing press for, but she accidentally slipped up and said, yeah, but after I do this, I have to start shooting Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. Slipped up. Now, Avengers 3, right? The leak for Avengers 3 was spot on. I went to go see Infinity War and I knew the entire movie. I didn't think the leak was real until I started watching the movie. Once Thanos fucked up Hulk up, I said, oh, this leak is coming to life. Every time a new scene happened, I'm like, yo, this leak was 100% real. Holy shit. I knew Gamora was going to die. I knew all the Avengers that was going to die. I knew he was going to take the stone, the Mind Stone of the Vision's head. I knew the battle on Titan. I knew who Peter Dinklage character was. Peter Dinklage is the short guy from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Right. I knew Thor was going to impale him with the Stormbreaker. I knew that the handle from the Stormbreaker was made by Groot. I knew it all. Now, the leak for Avengers 4 was a completely different movie than Endgame. And I don't like Endgame. I actually hate the movie. I thought it was bullshit. But comes to find out, the original Avengers 4 movie was supposed to be the Avengers. There was no 5-year time skip. The 5-year time skip came from Zack Snyder. Jeff Johns leaked Zack's storyboards to Kevin Feige so Kevin Feige could fucking take it and use it. Right? There was supposed to be no 5-year time skip. Avengers was supposed to find Thanos on his home planet. They were supposed to fight. They were supposed to lose again. With Captain Marvel there, with everybody there. He was supposed to fight again. He didn't fuck his hammer up. He didn't fuck his hand up using the stones. None of that. He was still OP Thanos. He was actually even stronger because he knew how to use the stones way more.
Yeah.
Right? They lose. Now, remember, at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, right, he gets stuck in the quantum realm. Not Quantumania. Remember the second one where he got stuck in the quantum realm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was supposed to travel through the quantum realm and find himself in the future where he would meet the young Avengers. His daughter, Cassie Lang, would, and the other Avengers, would school him into learning time travel with the quantum realm. He would then go back to present time, find the Avengers, and they would travel through time using the quantum realm. Right? They would go back in time and get the stones in different time spots. Right? Now, this is how time works, because this is just how time works. While they're going back in time to get the stones are disappearing from Thanos' hand. That's how time works. That would really happen, right? No, so once he notices that, he realizes it has to be the Avengers doing this. He uses the time stone to his full potential and travels back in time, chasing the Avengers through time.
Oh, so that would kind of been fire, though.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been actually pretty fucking fire.
Right? Now, the big battle in New York City from Avengers 2012 would have had Captain America, the 2012 version, sacrificing himself using Thor's hammer to defeat 2012 Thanos. Because Thanos would go back in time and recruit himself, blase, blase. Then the final battle would have been on Xandar for the final stone, which was the first stone Thanos got in Infinity War that we didn't see him get. So it would bring it a full circle back to Infinity War.
Yeah.
With the big battle on Xandar, with the Avengers versus Thanos and his army. That was Infinity Gauntlet. They did extensive reshoots for Endgame. They reshot the whole movie. You can look this up. These are facts.
Damn.
They did extensive reshoots. Actually,
Damn.
Thor and Captain Marvel was supposed to be creating an army to fight Thanos.
So was there supposed to be 3 Avengers and like movies for that?
No, it was supposed to be 2, but they reshot Endgame.
Oh, they just completely did it all over.
They did it all over.
Damn.
That's why if you look at
why do you think they did it? Do you think they did it because of the average
they
consumer
did it.
appreciated this?
No, they did it to butcher Zach's vision. They took his goal. They took his plan. Have a 5-year time skip to fucking have even even down to how. Remember, Zack Snyder's Justice League was supposed to come out in 2017.
So you're saying Marvel, Kevin Feige stealing niggas shit?
He stole Zach's ideas. These are facts.
Damn.
You can even look up. And my son Leon, he pointed out, he was like, the Russo brothers was always trying to hint that Marvel was stealing Zach ideas because you can look this up. There's an article that they made Civil War because Warner Brothers announced Batman v Superman. The Russo brothers wanted to do Captain America: The Serpent Society. They didn't want to do Civil War. There's not even enough characters. I have the Civil War comic book. I'm looking at the Civil War comic book right now.
I'm about to say, I got it too. It's way more niggas in that shit.
Way more niggas in it than it was in the fucking. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Like that, what you just said right there was like a small. You know when you have like you just living and you got like something that might just come into your head, like an idea, thought, random thing. Like you just think like, but then you don't make any use of it or it doesn't go anywhere because the reality actually ends up playing out. I remember when these movies was coming out. Civil War, I had the comics. It was right when I first moved at the H. You know what I mean? I was going to I was with my ex. We was going to a lot of like bookstores and shit, and I was copping comics. They had them like half price. I would get like 10 comics for like $3, and I would find the Civil War shit. So I would be looking through them, and I would see characters in there like, all right, we got these niggas here, this. And then when the movie came out, I'm like, yo, why is there not any of these other characters in this shit? Black Panther was like the one that was like the new character that they added and gave him his whole shit that was in the comic that we didn't have any idea was coming in the Marvel universe. But I always thought like, yo, there's mad other people that they just left out completely.
The only thing that they kept from the Civil War comic book, right, was the fact that
series, I think.
The whole series, the only thing they kept from that they put into the movies, that they had from the comics they put into the movies was a big explosion, which caused the whole Registration Act, right? 1.
Yeah.
And 2, fucking somebody getting badly injured in the fight with the Avengers. Remember in the comic, Iron Man created a robot Thor. Right? And that robot Thor was very wild, and he killed Goliath. Shot him in his heart with the lightning bolt and killed him. Now in Civil War, the movie, what happened? Vision tried to aim and shoot at Falcon, but ended up hitting War Machine in his chest.
All right.
War Machine, one of my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom characters to use.
That's what I'm saying? And he fell to the ground. But they took Zach's shit for Endgame. And since then, since, the Russo brothers probably realized it, as time passed, they probably had talks and conversations. And they go, oh shit, these niggas scrapped our movie to take his shit.
Take his shit.
Yeah. It's even crazy because it even goes back to fucking Infinity War. You remember in Zack Snyder's Justice League when the history lesson when Ares used the axe to slash Darkseid, he hit him on the same side as Thor hit Thanos.
So they just took this shit. They're basically this is this fourth wall. This is me talking to y'all nigga. I want to make this next part like a clip. Because I want to get you talking about shit. So basically, what you're saying is, like my nigga Soldier said about Drake, these niggas took Zach shit line for line, ball for ball. These
That's
niggas took this shit.
That's Drake. A fact. That's a fact. We can even go back to the Man of Steel fight. We could go back to the Man of Steel fight in Smallville when he fought when he first popped on Zod. The Wanda and Vision show took that exact scene. I can show a video of it for you. There's videos of it. Took it whole shit, flow for ball, line for line, word for word. They took this whole shit. So and that's honestly the truth. Ever since Zach left, and they have no ideas still, Marvel has been in the gutter, has it not?
Been in the gutter for sure. The trash
dumpster. The dumpster. You know what I mean? So it's
kind of good content, man. Like
it's
all these
crazy.
companies, I just want to see some good shit. Show us the shit we want to see, man. Like,
but
you niggas is doing a lot with this political bullshit.
Kevin Feige has his hand in DC and Marvel. It's the reason why a Marvel director directed the Justice League movie. Josh Whedon came through and redid Zack's whole shit and made it a campy Marvel movie. And then who's the president of DC right now? James Gunn.
Your boy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if nobody can see it, Kevin Feige has his hand in all comic book shit right now. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I'm glad that real cinema has been conquering the box office, and this comic book shit has not been thriving the way they want it to be. Shout out to Top Gun. Shout out to Avatar. Shout out to
Super
Creed.
Mario Brothers.
Shout out to Super Mario Brothers. It
made like a really good had a good
gangbusters over the weekend. Yeah, made gangbusters. But you want to know something? Shout out to Ben Affleck putting out his movie the same weekend as Mario Brothers. He got some balls. He got some cojones.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned that, and when I was making my decision to go to see either one, I'm like, yo, okay, oh shit, Mario's out this weekend too. You gotta think, Super Mario is universal to people in general. If you play video games, you love Super Mario.
Right.
For the Air movie, you had to only really actually like Michael Jordan specifically, but this isn't even really a Michael Jordan movie. It's about the company. Hit the start.
Jordan 1. It's Jordan 1, the movie.
It's even more niche. Like,
yeah. But here's the thing though. Here's what I like about it. It's both historical things in our culture. The Jordan 1 is fucking monumental. A monumental sneaker. It is the sneaker.
The point Jordan when they show that in the movie and
Jordan 1 is the sneaker. It's the sneaker. It is the sneaker. Super Mario is the game. It is the game. Yeah, it's the game.
You got Sonic the Hedgehog from Mario. All of these games that came afterward,
right,
was representation of what Mario was when it first came out from Nintendo.
Exactly. Right. And let's not even talk about Super Mario 64, which is one of the first 3D games to ever grace our hands and a masterpiece.
I still want to play that shit right there, buddy.
Like Super Mario 64 is in my top 5 games of all time. It's
the one. It's the one that just
it's the one. It's the one.
It was the one because it had the first joystick on your controller to where you could like.
Right.
It was 360.
Right. It was the fucking.
Do that before. It was just 2D, nigga.
It's so much fucking. I be sitting here on YouTube sometimes watching like speed runs of niggas beating that entire game in an hour, 30 minutes. It's fucking crazy the shit you can do in that game, bro. Fucking crazy. Crazy. It's really
how much
crazy.
You said the Super Mario, how much it made this weekend?
It made 385 over the weekend.
So I'm looking here. It says Super Mario. This is from a day ago, so it might be different now. So the Super Mario Brothers movie box office expected to rake in $141 million in opening weekend.
Domestically, it's not worldwide.
Yeah, that's. Okay, let me see. According to Universal, the Super Mario Brothers movie earned $31.7 million in North America on Wednesday. Just Wednesday. Damn. Imagine making $31 million in a day, my nigga. The movie ranked in $66.4 million on opening day. And you gotta think, these movies, because so my sister's in town with my niece, my nephew, you know what I mean? We out here right now. She was telling me, and she made a good point of like, yo, this is the first time, not the first time, but it's interesting to see that these movies came out early on in the week, as opposed to Friday, Thursday night, when they usually do. And Super Mario was out like on Tuesday of this week, which doesn't really happen.
Come out too?
Huh?
Didn't John Wick 4 come out too? Not
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. Word.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Word. But I was just like, yo, damn that. But also, this week is like spring break and shit for a lot of people, especially
Right.
children.
It's the break. Right.
So I
Perfect
think
timing.
that was calculated. They didn't do that on accident.
Yeah.
They
You got
said, "Yo,
adults.
kids is out."
You got adults going to see that movie, and then you got kids going to see that movie.
Yeah, and you got your kids. You got your
Right.
adults
And
taking their kids.
it's to the T of the source material. Like I've seen first, if it got Rotten Tomatoes, I think Rotten Tomatoes should I'm gonna do like a special episode totally bombing, destroying Rotten Tomatoes. They're fucking the critics, these movie critics don't deserve a voice. I don't give a fuck.
You the new movie critic, bro. We need to get you
I don't
on
give
your
a
own show,
fuck.
my nigga.
I don't give a fuck about how many films you saw, and these motherfuckers aren't creators. They have never directed a fucking movie in their life. They are just people who the studio feels need to see their movies first to try to gain some hype for a fucking movie.
You know what I look at it like?
Get them out of here.
I look at it like the niggas that were NBA analysts back in the day that never played the game. Like a Skip Bayless type nigga that was around. He got his research, but a nigga like somebody coming in that's in the industry.
You know what? You can't give them that because at least sports analysts they do research. They try to go off facts.
Skip talk shit, but he knows what he's talking about.
He knows exactly. These critics have no fucking idea what they be fucking talking about. Grace Randolph. Sometimes I fuck with her, sometimes I don't. In this instance, I fucking despise her. She was mad that the Mario Brothers, the movie didn't introduce her into none of this shit. It wasn't how I'm supposed to know what this is. Bitch, it's a fucking Super Mario movie. The movie was catered. Everybody that I seen that was fans of the game that I saw that saw the review for, they said the movie is it's a fan movie. It is. If you are a fan of Super Mario, there's no need for no exposition, nigga. If you know Mario and know the shit that goes on, they don't shy away from anything. Here's Mario, here's Luigi, here's Bowser, here's Toad, here's the Koopas, here's Rainbow Road, here's Donkey Kong, here's the Super Smash Brothers reference, here's Princess Peach, here's
the Rainbow Road scenes look elite. Look, as we can see right here on this, I got this pulled up. This little screen grab is from the Rainbow Road scene. That shit looks so fire, bro.
Critics are of cancer to film. They really fucking are.
When did critics become a thing? What are critics? And when did they become a thing?
Where's Ebert and Robert at? We need them back. Because I was happy with them letting us know there was two full.
But think about that. Think about Ebert and Robert, right? As much as I knew about Ebert and Robert as a child, remember I'm very young, so I didn't know anything. I just heard the names. But what I thought I knew back then was I thought they were like guys that just got selected into this position and they just had a place based on where these movies came out. They could decide if they were quote unquote good or not. It didn't mean the movie was good or not. It just meant like they had the place to say it. It gave them the authority to be like, all right, they make the decisions on if this movie is good or not. But because they were like the only people, so if they said some shit, you kind of went along with it, or you didn't. Nowadays, it's just too many voices, son. It's too many niggas.
Too many people, bro. It's too many people.
I hate it when it's too many niggas.
They don't know what the fuck. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know what the fuck they talking about, man. It's sad that films have to go through this. I mean, sometimes they be right on point, but then again, it's like we don't need y'all overall. The audience score is what matters because these are people who are actually paying their fucking money to watch this content. So why the fuck should we give a fuck about your opinion when you didn't pay a dime for this movie? You had to watch this movie as part of your quote unquote job.
Your job to get paid.
Right.
And if you're getting paid for some shit, you're gonna make, and especially nowadays with social media, niggas having takes, all this bullshit that niggas get popular for, niggas will be incentivized to say some bullshit.
Yep.
Nowadays. But nonetheless, go check out Air. Go check out Super Mario Brothers. Go check the movies out. Power.
Money, power, respect.
You seen Power?
From Wu-Tang?
Y'all niggas seen Tariq St. Patrick this week?
Tariq Corleone.
Who?
Corleone.
You called him who? Corleone, as in like the Godfather, Don Corleone, and
yeah, he's that now.
That's what he called him, Corleone.
I think that's what he called. I was trying to make sure he didn't make like a mistake accidentally.
No mistake.
You know,
Not at all.
Wasn't no
He's top
mistake.
dog.
you meant to say that.
Yeah.
They say this is a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from. All right, man. The power.
Let me tell you something. Them detectives are fucked.
Power.
Okay, that fucking lawyer bitch is keeping Lauren alive, keeping her a secret, which is borderline illegal.
It's very illegal. She's going. She has a.
And then she's lying to the detective saying that son is her information when it's actually Lauren.
You got somebody in witness protection that isn't really in witness protection.
Right.
And then she's using Sachs as the CI.
Right. When that's actually Lauren.
And it's actually. How do you feel about this episode, man? I
thought it was the best episode this week. I mean, this season so far. I feel like Woody. What's his name? Woody Harris. What's his name? Woody McLean.
No,
Kane.
Kane. Oh,
his name
Kane.
His real name is Woody something.
I don't know that nigga. I just found out his name is spelled Kane with a C. I've been spelling that shit for a K for like 3 years, nigga.
Right. He's the best actor on the show.
That's a lie, but I want to see why you say that. Why
That's a
would you say
lie.
that?
Who's acting better?
Bro, Kane is one of the he's just as bad as fucking Effie.
What the fuck?
Kane is a terrible actor, bro. Like he's not a great actor.
He is really good. He's very intimidating. He's the most gangster nigga on the show.
You gotta think, this is a show where the white boys that are in
Brandon's
college
pussy.
are the gangsters.
This season has showed us Brandon is pussy. He's butt.
He gotta be pussy because you're calling him Brandon and his name is Braden.
He's pussy.
He can't even get his name right.
Nope, he's pussy. He don't deserve that. He's ass. He's not tough. Everybody thought he was gonna be. It's Tommy and Ghost. No, it's not.
I never thought that. I never thought that from that show. I never thought this nigga Braden was gonna be the new Tommy. Never once.
Effie's the new Tommy.
Effie, I love Effie, bro. Effie's
the new Tommy. Effie's the new Tommy. And Kane is 50's character, but he has empathy. I fuck with Kane. I like him a lot. I also fuck with Lorenzo.
I like Lorenzo. I like Lorenzo, but like none of their characters are doing anything for the show.
Nope.
Effie is already a kingpin out of what? We in episode 4?
She busts a gun. We talking about killers. Yeah, serial killers.
She pressing niggas.
Serial killers.
The niggas bagging up. She pressing. Yo, this is supposed to be a 3.5. You sure or not? Yo, bitch, you don't even. How you know? You eyeballing this shit? Like what? What the?
She been in the game. You know, you forgot she was an OG Power. She's an OG Power character. So our stripes already solidified. She's an OG. She's an OG Power character. She's
solidified. Is out here calling shots amongst
he got
the
that
family.
leverage. He got that leverage.
That Monique is like, yo, what the fuck going on? And here go Lorenzo. Yo, we just gonna follow what Kane says.
Let me tell you something. Mary J. Blige's acting this season is horrific.
Bro, Tara is very. This season has been even worse than I might have recognized before. Her shit might have been decent enough before to where I didn't notice it was bad.
She can't.
Now it's really bad.
She can't grieve and act. She can't be like, all right, you're grieving this season. She's failing at that mission right now. Yeah, she's failing.
And I love Mary. I love
Mary
more
too.
Pain. No more pain. No more pain.
I like Mary when she's more stern and Zeke was her nephew
in my life.
You heard?
You remember when they came and they seen the new mural of Zeke? What she said? Oh, this my baby.
Yeah, that was horrible.
It was awful, bro.
Horrible. She cannot grieve and act. I don't know.
Tariq finally got a new whip.
Shout out to Corleone. That's that Corleone shit.
Corleone, huh?
It's the Corleone shit. I think Kane's the best
finally. So you definitely seen last week's episode too, huh? Like, have you seen the new?
Yeah.
So remember when Effie, she made the joke. I was telling y'all last week. She made the joke like, you ain't got no car though, nigga.
Right. You got
this. The next episode, this nigga pulled up with a fucking Benz or a Beamer.
It was a Lambo.
Oh, my bad. Nigga pull up with a Urus.
Get Corleone shit correct, nigga. Don't fuck around with my son. You know what I'm saying? My son
nigga pull up in a Urus, bro. Nigga pull up in a Urus for real. Lambo truck.
My son Tariq C. Dot. You know what I mean? Top shelf shit. You know what I mean?
Nigga went from no car walking to a Lambo truck. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Drew is being gay with his cousin, right? His play cousin.
His cousin, yeah, his ain't he supposed to be like a guap member or some shit?
No, he's not
And,
guap.
and he's not playing gay. That nigga gay.
No, yeah, he's
That nigga
being
mad gay. He ain't playing, nigga. He real about that shit.
Diane is sleeping with the ugliest nigga on television history.
Yo, Diane is bad, bro.
Man,
I love Diane. Oh, yo, Tariq got the baddest 3 bitches in the world, son. He got Effie, Lauren.
He's definitely out here wilding.
Bro, nigga.
he's that a Corleone?
Yo, chill out, son.
What is the
Chill out, bro. He got some of the baddest bitches on TV. Yeah, that nigga, he kind of corny, son. I ain't gonna.
He's mad corny. Maybe you should stay away from your family. He's a cop.
Yeah, he gotta be a cop, son.
He's a cop. Oh, it's so obvious. He's so bad at being undercover.
The first time when we seen him in Kane, when he was in the hallway, he was like, "Yo, why is this brother giving me the looks?" So whatever the corny shit he said,
Kane was like, "Get the fuck out of here, you cop."
Nigga said this nigga name is Salim. That name is mad fake.
Yeah, word.
That was the indicator of letting us know, like, yo, this nigga might not be who he is.
Indicator? You know what the big indicator was? Let me see what the big indicator was. So you probably didn't even notice this. This episode that passed when they had the where's if your family sells crack, take 2 steps forward.
Oh,
if your mother's a prostitute, takes 2 steps back.
Yo, he really,
right?
You know what? Now that we think,
he wasn't there. He wasn't in the lineup.
Well, he was the one asking the questions.
It
was him and the teacher. No, it was both of them.
Well, why wasn't he in the lineup though?
Because
he's a student.
TA. Yeah, he's the teacher's assistant. He's a TA.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking cop. But you're fucking a student.
I think he's a cop, but not for that reason specifically. But I agree with you in terms of
no, but that's the giveaway of it. He's in a higher level than them. He's a manager at the store.
But he's not supposed to be a teacher though. Like he's not supposed to be a student. He's not like he's not on their level. He's kind of like an intern that is around their age.
He's a cop.
Yeah, he might be a cop.
He's a cop. Look at his whole demeanor, his whole style.
We see Effie trying to tell Tariq that she bodied his ex, but she didn't really body her.
They both pussy. They should have pushed Lauren's shit back. I wanted her to die. She ratted. She snitched. You know what I hope this show doesn't do?
Lauren is too sexy to not be on that show. I think that's the only reason why they keep her.
Lauren needs to go. Lauren needs to go. I hate it. Once she snitched, all that sexy shit went away. I look at her, I've been disgusted. This
nigga, she come on the screen. This nigga Mars be like,
yeah, I threw a tomato at it. I had to clean my TV off yesterday. I threw a tomato at it. When I was watching this fucking bitch, threw a tomato right at it. I didn't even know where the tomato came from. I didn't even know the tomato just appeared in my hand. I didn't know where it came from. I just threw it at the fucking TV. I hope, and this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna give Tariq and Lauren the Angela and Ghost situation where she's a cop. You see it coming. I see it coming. He's gonna be in love with a snitch. I didn't know she was a snitch, but she, you know, he makes excuses up. He's just like his father. They're both Corleones. They both pussies.
How do you feel about this nigga? Remember this nigga? What's my man name? My man Method Man. I forget what his name is.
The lawyer nigga.
Yeah, he the lawyer. I forget his name. It's Sax. He's not Sax. No. Sax is the white boy. Let's see. Method Man's name.
McKellen?
You close. You're not wrong. Power Method Man. What's Davis? There's his name. His name
Davis McKellen.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Davis McKellen. Oh, wow, you're right. My bad. When Mary came up trying to get rid of Son and she gave him the bread, she's like, "Yo,
he said, I know some niggas that may know some niggas.
I know some niggas that know some niggas in the B&E game."
Yeah, word.
That shit was funny as hell. Word. It was some funny lines in the shit. Shout out to my nigga Crazy Chris from The Wire.
I'm telling you, the fucking the dialogue got better.
Don't say peak. No. It didn't get better. It didn't get better, bro. It did not.
It is.
It's just as bad. It's just funny and entertaining.
No, it's good.
It's far from good, bro.
It's good.
All I know is Effie is the baddest bitch on TV right now.
Lorenz Tate, Tariq, go get my money, my nigga. That was Pete right there. I'm like, I got up and started clapping. So this is Pete.
A nigga, oh dog.
It's the television, right? This is what we want. This is the streets. This is the type of shit that the streets want to see.
Fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. Effie is the baddest bitch on TV, and we can verify that and confirm. You seen what she did to that nigga Tariq, nigga? She put it on that nigga. You seen Tariq's face when he was asleep, when she was texting this nigga?
Nigga, bottom lip was hanging out like a motherfucker.
That nigga looked like that nigga got. Oh man, bro, she put it on that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And she texting Kane.
She ain't got no tits though. I'm not really a fan of that.
It don't. Hey, bro, relax. Hey, man.
No boobs.
I'm a boob guy, and I'm okay with this.
You know who has some nice American boobs this episode? Even though she's a snitch, Lauren has some great American boobs this episode.
Yeah, those are some New York City boobs.
Yeah, Diana shit's ass, but she was hugged up with that nigga, so it kind of threw me. I was like,
Diana, Diana shit's nice, bro. Diana is nice.
She was laid up with that nigga.
I grew to love Diana. I didn't like her early on. She might be number 2 after Effie for me. Lauren gonna come in at a nice 2A, maybe 3. But shout out to Power. They say this is a big rich town. It's still trash, but I'm watching.
It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. I love Power. I love Power.
I think you might have pronounced the word trash wrong, but it's all good. It's all good, bro.
I love Power, son. It's entertainment. It's just entertainment. I love it for what it is.
It really is just entertainment.
I love it for what it is. I'm not looking at Power as like Emmy Award winning shit. It's niggas selling drugs and shooting at people. They had
niggas busting guns in that episode for sure.
Yeah, and it gives me what I want. That was a great hotel shootout.
Niggas was busting guns for sure.
Lorenzo clapped like 2 white niggas. You know, it was great shit.
It was okay. It was decent.
When his boyfriend came and busted cap in the nigga ass.
That was fire.
Fire.
It was unbelievable. You got to suspend your belief for this show.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. That's what I look at it as. It's just great entertainment. It's great. You don't know what's gonna happen next. Is Ghost coming back? We don't know. It's just lingering things.
This your shit?
This is my shit. I say power. I call it double P. Power peak power.
Oh, let's just move on. Yo, drugs. Is drugs still here?
It is the Dragon Ball Z of gangster shows.
This nigga is just going, son. I'm trying to move on, but he's going. Yo, drugs. Snow, please tell me you seen what Franklin and them niggas is up to nowadays.
Oh, here y'all go.
Please.
This shit right here.
I haven't seen the most recent episode, but
you seen the one after Jerome died.
Wait,
you seen the funeral? It was the funeral episode.
Nah, I seen it.
It's mad racism. Like, this is the first. Clearly, we got some new writers on this season. This is the first season they using fucking nigger. Like, remember the white random scene that mean nothing to the show. Random white nigga with another. Oh, yo, you know that nigger over there. It's just like, yo, well, where the fuck did this come from? Now, Oso being racist, he calling Franklin a Moreno. I don't know if y'all niggas that's not Hispanic or in that culture don't know what Moreno means. You call a nigga a Moreno as a fucking Hispanic, you calling him a black person that is not of us. You ain't calling us a nigger, but it's the Hispanic version of nigger. And they just out here this season, they just out here using that shit just freely, bro. We see fucking what else we see? So this is episode. So you didn't see episode 8. So you seen 7. I think you've probably seen 7.
I believe
7 is when Louis is bugging out at the funeral home.
Right.
Sissy goes to see Louis. I think that's the episode you might have seen. 7. Franklin asked for $500,000 from Leon. He's like, "Yo, I need how much? How good is my credit or some shit?" It was that episode. You remember that? That's the shit you seen?
Mm-hmm. Well, Louis about to go crazy. Well, at least I think she is.
Crazy, nigga. She there already.
Oh yeah, see, I ain't get to.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, Louis. So basically, Louis is bugging out. Franklin is doing Franklin shit, man. It's just funny that within this drug game, we see Franklin pull up to this nigga Leon crib and say, "Yo, I need $500,000 with no questions asked. Can I get that, bro?" And Leon is just like, "Yeah, I got you, my nigga." It's like, damn, bro, how much money this nigga Leon had stashed? Cash? Crazy. My baby girl Gail Bean, that's baby girl right there. So apparently I heard she's about to have a spinoff from this. You know, she recently, the mom, Sissy, gave her she gave her access to basically take over the, what is it? Not a, what do you call them shits? Center or whatever the mom was taking that, what do you call them shits? Center or not a group home, not a center, what's the word I'm looking for, bro?
I mean, I think it's in that ballpark. Like,
In that ballpark center, group home. I forget, but she's taking over that right now. So I think that's the spinoff. Apparently the spinoff is supposed to be Wanda taking control of the center or whatever it's supposed to be. So clearly we can see Wanda and is supposed to survive. I think that does mean that Leon might not make it though, unless they follow in the story of their lives, which I don't think they will for a spinoff. Leon and Wanda. But I don't know. What do you think about what you've seen recently? Like, as much as you've seen after, of course, Jerome gets killed, how you feel about the show, buddy? We see Oso and Franklin, you know what I mean, DEA, they want Teddy dead. They putting pressure on him, you know what I'm saying? Louis out here walking around battered and bruised with fucking scars and fucking black eyes. Shout out to my guy. What's my man name? I don't even remember. Oh, shout out to my guy Scully. Scully, I'm glad they gave Scully some more scenes this season. I mean, Scully at the funeral. What you think, bro? All right, they got that nigga again, man. So I think
Nigga just
Power. You want to
damn.
you want
I
to
was
go
just
back
about to
to
bring up.
Power?
I was
nah,
about
I'm
to.
here. Nah, I'm here. My fault, bro.
This I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this shit, but just give me what you think about Power, whatever you seen recently, and we could just kind of finish it from there.
You mean
We almost at the end. My bad. Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Uh, well, I already told you. I'm only up to the funeral.
The
Right
funeral.
before Louis' wrath. Uh, she started wilding out on niggas. So I'm gonna probably watch it tonight to catch up. So
All right, so fuck it. Let's just skip that. Let's go straight into this sports shit. Uh, let's see what we got. I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do. Let's finish with these sports, and then we get it. Yo, so actually, let me pull it up on the screen first before I do it. Iowa versus LSU. All right, we're gonna get into the LSU versus Iowa shit. Let me just pull up these screens, make sure these shit's cool. All right, so man, so fellas, man, that fucking Iowa versus LSU game. I'm not gonna front. In hindsight 2020, we seen the ratings and the rankings come out. It being one of the highest rated televised and viewership sports events that has happened in their most recent history. But the game itself was just as good, son. Like that LSU Tigers versus the Iowa Hawkeyes national championship, the women's basketball. I think women's basketball might be moving into a space where shit might be fire. You gotta think the reason why I was into this shit is because they was talking shit. I
yeah.
love shit talking.
Wait, I heard they not coming out this year though. Like I heard.
No, they
everybody's
good. They
saying,
there next year, nigga. Both of them, Caitlyn
holy shit!
and Angel.
Holy shit! That's crazy.
Did you see the game
Of
or
course.
just
You know that
Man.
game actually, I actually shed some tears at the end when I seen because like the coach, LSU coach,
Oh yeah, yeah. She
literally
had a really good speech.
she started crying instantly as soon as like the game ended. Like soon as the buzzer hit, she was like she just was bawling, bro. It was a emotional ass game, but like
Kim
I said,
Mulkey. She had a fit on too. She had that shit on.
yeah,
Y'all niggas don't fuck around. Kim had that shit on.
bro, they balling better than half the league, bro.
Half the
Maybe
NBA,
maybe
yeah.
even more. Maybe
Not to
even
cut you off.
more.
Look at what Kim be wearing. Kim be out here in that shit, boy. Look. She be out here wearing that shit.
What is that though? That looks like a flamingo blazer.
She wearing that shit, boy. Like,
Yeah,
look, nigga.
yeah, that's fashion.
I
That's
fuck with that because white people don't really wear this shit. She pulling it off.
she's stylish. Stylish.
She pulling it off, bro. Like, look. She got the heels to match the pink. Angel. Look. You know what I mean? I don't want to go there, but the game. The game was an amazing game. I
Man,
didn't know
shout out.
much about Angel Reese before then. Because
Right.
I'm not in the you know what I mean? This is not what I'm into.
Nah, she cooks up. She cooks up. But
She definitely does. And we support you, sister. Like that, you one of my favorites now, just because you talk shit.
I support her. I support LSU, all of them. But I definitely support Caitlin Clark.
I support Caitlin Clark too, and that's a thing that people
She's
don't
nasty.
people black people don't want us to support Caitlin Clark just because of the fake news story that they put out trying to make it against. Oh shit, she's 6 foot. 6 foot
Yeah.
as a guard in the WNBA is gonna be amazing. 21. Oh, she's from Iowa too. I fuck with Caitlin Clark from the fact that after all this bullshit came out, Dave Portnoy, you bum bitch ass nigga. But if you want to sign us to Barstool, we'll have the conversation with you. But you still a bitch punk ass nigga for saying what you said. Classless piece of shit, you wild out for that. Like, clearly, you know you wild out. And I think you did it because you wanted to say it. Like, you know your base. I think though, Caitlin Clark is clearly she's a beast. Talent level, she's there. I think this honestly helped her though. Being against Angel Reese in this national championship. Caitlin Clark talks her shit. She does the whole yayo, you know what I mean? Which eventually John Cena took and made You Can't See Me. She does that. So, you know what I mean? She's cultured in that. In terms of what'll make you cultural on social media. So she's gonna have popularity. But I also think she's just as good talent-wise to be able to be around for a while. And then Angel, I think the situation that happened of them losing, Angel beating Caitlyn and Caitlyn having to come out now and be like, oh no, yo, all the shit that came out, I don't agree with that, blah, blah. You know, and Caitlyn kept it real. It's like, she been holding it down in terms of like, yo, this is just competitive sports. This is basketball. This is what we do. Y'all niggas is wilding with all that other extra shit. But this is what we do. I think she's going to be known a lot more for that as opposed to just being good. Because you got to think, when it comes to black culture, you got to be good, and niggas got to also think you cool. Right now, we think Caitlyn is good, and I think Angel Reese is good as well. And because she's cool, she's going to make Caitlin Clark cool just because they faced each other in this national championship right now. And of course, if they make it to the Final Four, whatever, next season, this is going to add on to that. Pretty good. But what else you got to say about it, Brody? What you thinking about the whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese thing?
I think it was blown up out of proportion. I don't really care about it. I'm just ready to watch them next year. That's all.
Yeah. Blown out of proportion for sure. Can't wait to watch them next year. I'm going to be honest. I am interested now. This not only is good for those two women, it's good for the sport, fam. Because you got to think, WNBA, college basketball, college basketball in terms of women's college basketball is not that big. There's no viewership on that shit. Nobody cares about it. Now niggas care. Like the viewership was what, like a lot more than like Super Bowl type shit. So people were watching. I think this is like the start of a new generation of college sports, and which will eventually, honestly, I think Caitlyn and Angel is going to probably make more in college now in the NIL because they're getting money now from it than they'll make in the WNBA. I don't think the WNBA pays as much as they're going to get from just having sponsorship deals now, which is why I think they decided to stay another year. Why wouldn't you? You're 21. Your professional league isn't going to pay you much. It's not going to give you much publicity. Nobody cares. But if in the Final Four, I can get paid, get mad bread, get sponsorships, do all of that, and niggas actually care about what I'm doing, hell yeah, why would I leave? And especially if I didn't even want to be a basketball player. I heard half of the team on Iowa, not even just Iowa, I heard half of the team on LSU as well are into just they're trying to get their masters and shit. They ain't into this basketball shit. They ain't trying to be professional athletes. So the WNBA, I think for sure, it definitely needs some more support so that women that are in this position can get to the next level and excel. I think in WNBA now, you come from college basketball as a woman. Because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the level of their ability, you're going to leave from college and go to a lesser league. Not lesser in terms of skill, but lesser in terms of coverage. Right. Which, you don't want that. NBA playoffs is coming up really soon, man.
Yeah, man. We gonna have a whole NBA short.
NBA. We may have some other stuff, you know what I mean? We got you know what I mean? It's some things coming, man, but I think that's enough for the sports. It's funny that the women's sports were our only sports topics in like weeks. And I'm okay with that.
Not the women.
Shout out to the women, man. Shout out to the bitches.
Shout out to my bitches. Shout out to my bitches out there balling and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my bitches balling, man.
Congratulations, my nigga.
Crossing niggas. Word. Quick shout outs. I want to give some quick shout outs at the end of the pod, man. Just to some people and just some things that we may not have ever gotten a chance around to get to. I want to shout out the beef. Pause.
Whoa, that was insane.
What chill out, Brody. I messed up, man. So we're gonna cut all this shit out. We gonna
crazy. Damn.
On that one.
That was crazy, son.
Nigga, tomorrow's Easter Sunday. You said that shit?
My bad, son. Damn.
When God come back to Jesus come back to life?
Damn, tomorrow. Bro.
Nigga said beef the day before. He said
I said shout out to the beef.
Shout
not
out
even
to
just beef.
The day before Jesus awakens. Crazy right there, son. That's some wild shit, my nigga.
Yo, shout out to Beef on Netflix. You know what I mean? Really good series featuring Ali. This is funny right here. This goes on to it. Shout out to Ali Wong. It's crazy that Ali Wong is on the Beef show.
That's crazy. It's poetry.
I'm not gonna front. Ali Wong is a comedian that I did not really care for or like before this. I seen her in this show, and I'm kind of crushing on Shorty. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's all it takes for me to like a
like your little fried dumpling, huh?
You gotta think, man. My first real girlfriend was in high school. She was Vietnamese, man. So I like them dumplings. Man.
Like your little sushi.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Yeah. Like your hibachi.
Basically what I wanted to say was this show is the Asian version of some nigga shit. And I love it because it's Koreans. I'm not sure where Ali Wong is from. Let me fact check that right now before I say what I want to say. Because there's a lot of Koreans in this show. And I want to say Koreans, I fuck with y'all. Y'all are the niggas of Asians. I don't know if y'all know anybody from Korea. Them niggas sound like us. Like, I don't even know.
Always say Asian niggas is niggas.
Korean even more.
Yeah, they niggas, bro.
They niggas for sure. Cause you gotta think, North Korea is, we don't fuck with that as a country. America, we don't fuck with North Korea, but South Korea is different. And you can make it out of South Korea and make it over here to America, but it takes a lot more. It's like, you know what I mean? It's work. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because she did a really good job in the role. I thought I don't know. I was attracted to her in this shit. But anyway, Beef really good. Shout out to my Seoul brothers and sisters from Seoul, South Korea. Fuck North Korea. Fuck Kim Jong Un. Fuck all y'all niggas, man. Get a grip.
Hey, listen. That's what we
A
not
little too
going to do.
much. We gonna
That's
cut
a little
that
bit
out.
too
We gonna
much.
cut that part. Alright, we gonna cut
Might
that
need
part
to.
out.
We can't prop the war up more than it's already about to be brewing. Shit.
Yo, we already here, nigga. But nigga, you just seen Joe. Joe just.
That's one thing me and Joe we don't discuss it because he knows how I feel about his that's one thing I said, listen, I
Y'all
agree
don't
with
talk
Trump.
about politics.
I agree on Trump with making amends with these people because we need peace. There's no sense of us going to war because you don't know what the fuck they doing. Focus on America, nigga. Focus on America. Don't worry about these niggas in other
Well,
countries.
fuck all that, man. Fuck all these niggas, man. It's America. I can't even get into that shit. As a nigga, I can't even get into this patriotic shit that niggas try to get you into. Yo, America, the dollar. I just be like, yeah, all right. I don't think so. Shout out to Beef though. Pause. Really good show. Overall, what can I say? Ali Wong is in it. My man Steven Yuen. I don't know if you know Steven Yuen. Another Korean actor. He's been in a bunch of shit. He is, what's my man name from, if you can see the picture right here, my man from Walking Dead. What's the Asian? Glenn.
That's
Glenn.
Invincible. That's Invincible.
Yeah. Fuck, yo, I forgot my nigga. Yeah, basically, yes. He's in all the shit we like, man. Like, this nigga, if you can see this picture, you know Steven Yuen. He's in this shit. He's the main character along with Ali Wong. Damn, I'm not gonna front Ali Wong. I'm crushing on Ali Wong now. I can't believe it, but yes, I am now. Really good show. It takes the differences between somebody that is coming up and somebody that is rich, and the beef between them that occurs is just on some random road rage situation. And Ali Wong is so rich he has the means to find out the license plate of whoever it was that beefed with her on the road, and everything else transpires from there. Really good show. I appreciate it because it's an all Asian cast. I fuck with that because I fuck with my Asian niggas, my Asian brothers and sisters, my soul brothers that make sure like everything everywhere all at once. Another one of them movies, them niggas cleaned up at the Oscars, is another example and explanation for niggas, us. We should be working together. Like, stop worrying what niggas is gonna say. Work together, son. The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Y'all see what's going on out here. Work together, fam. Put niggas on. Like, this is an all Asian cast, and I love that shit because, nigga, support your fucking own. The fuck? Why wouldn't you? And make good content. Don't just hire your own because they're your own. Hire your own because they're the persons that should be in that fucking position. But also make some good shit too. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I fuck with. Ali Wong, you on my radar now. I'm looking at you, mama. You kind of fine to me. And that's where I'm gonna go with that. Beef, check it out on Netflix. 10
You said that like 5 times, man. You said the shit. Just say like
B. I'm gonna just say B.
Yeah, say Asian niggas at war on Netflix.
Asian niggas at war. Y'all check that out on Netflix, man. That was part of our quick hit end of the show.
Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to my nigga Blue Brims. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, homeboy. You know what I mean? You had a great drop a few weeks ago with the pastel cubs. I got a person who's selling it to me. Shout out to that nigga. Shout out to Chicago niggas. You know what I'm saying? 300. You know what I mean?
Squad.
He also has a mystery hat dropping. We don't know what it is. But it's looking like it's based off the shiny Blastoise Pokemon card. Ooh. So I can't wait to see what that's like.
Ooh.
Shout out my nigga Blue Brims.
Shout out
to Blue Brims and Cash for just making the best Cubs hats in the past 3-4 years. Just period. Shout out my niggas. I got the Banjo-Kazooie Cubs. It is amazing. The navy with the green, it just looks yeah. Just shout out the hat creators out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to guys, man.
Shout out my nigga Blue, shout out my nigga Cash.
And shout out to the Wu-Tang series, man.
Me and Drells will get into that next week. We're gonna have a whole breakdown for it of y'all. We might this week. I'm off Monday. So if you know,
we can do some shit, man. We can
do some shit. I want to give a good breakdown of it because the show ended. We gotta talk that talk.
Oh, it ended completely?
It's the series. That was the series finale, nigga. Word.
I gotta check it out. Yeah. See, okay. Yeah. We could do a special. You know what I mean? We could do a live. You know what I mean? I know we've been saying we're gonna do the live. We're gonna do them. We got everything figured out.
We do it tomorrow. We do Easter. Easter live. You live on Easter.
I'm with it. We got it. I got it figured out now. So you know what I mean? We good.
Definitely get into it.
All right,
cool, bum ass niggas. This is where we cut short. Episode 55 is in the motherfucking crack valve. You know what I mean?
Kick them out, son.
About to hit the block. Now get the fuck out of here, you bum ass niggas, you bum ass bitches. On my real niggas, holla at me. On my real bitches, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's episode 55, crack in the 80s. We out, niggas.
Quick.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.